Hi everyone! So today we're going to create some art with washi tapes, starting with this butterfly. So first I'm going to sketch out half of the butterfly. And on the other side I'm going to use this special washi tape to fill in the right wing here. So this washi tape is like separate stickers like this. So I'll stick one down in a position I'm happy with. This looks good. And now I'm going to stick another one below, just here. So to make the design look nicer, I'm going to cut out the overlapping areas of the stickers. So I'm just going to use my knife. And now pull off the overlapping section. And I think this looks much nicer. So I'll add another sticker here. And I'm gonna do the same, cutting out the overlapping area. And I'm gonna take this piece and then put it at the top, like this, to finish off the wing shape. I'm quite happy with the balance, so I'll move on to the next stage. I'm gonna take a singular sticker and cut out this petal separately. So now I'm gonna stick them above the artwork in like a flowing arrangement. I'm gonna add a quick quote. So now I'm going to need some paint to blend in the flowing petals into the main wing a little bit. So I'm going to start with some light purple. I tried to mix the color exactly the same as the washi tape. I'm just slightly placing some wet watercolor paint around. Now some darker tones. So it blends in nice and you can't really tell the difference between the paint and the washi tape. You don't need to overdo it with the paint, just small bits, little by little bit. Flicking the brush and adding those splashes will also help to blend in the design more. Just keep adding paint. And now I'm going to go to the bottom of the wing and then some more for the floor of the design. Now just to make it a little bit more special, I'm going to use some metallic paint. It's not necessary, but I think it adds a nice touch. I'm just going to add a few dots here and there. So that's the butterfly finished. Now for this moonscape. I'm gonna use this nice washi tape with metallic cactus on it. I'm gonna use this coaster to get a nice circle. Now grab this washi, stick it on the lower section of the circle like this. Now I'm going to use my knife to go around the coaster to get a shape that I want. Peel off the side pieces. And now I'm going to knead up the bottom because I'm not happy with it, so just small cuts here. One more here. Now let's mix a color, a dark color. I'm going to try and blend in the washi tape again. So we'll start nice and thick at the bottom. Make sure the paint goes over the tape a bit and onto the paper. I'm doing the same technique as with the butterfly. So I really want to make it look like a cloudy moon shape. I'll add some small bits of color and I'm happy with this. Now to blend the washi tape into the moon, these white splashes will really help. And there's gold stars on the tape, so I'm going to make them more prominent and also add some more around the moon to blend the design of the tape onto the page more. It's starting to look nice now. Okay, I'm gonna use this white gel pen to add a few more stars. Really bring it all together. A few more splashes with the brush. Different colors to add more texture. Now some stars with a black pen also. And this part really helps. I'm using a dark pencil crayon to really blend the washi tape line into the paint. You can see it blending nicely. Now I'm gonna add a quote. Just ties the artwork together. And that's the moonscape done. Next is an orca whale, one of my favorites. So I started with the sketch and then I'm just going to put some information about orca below first. Now I'm going to use this washi tape at the beginning. So I've stuck some down diagonally and now I'm kind of sketching out the shape of the whale so I know where to cut. Now cut along the sketch lines I've just made. Make sure to be gentle and careful. Oops. A little bit on the end, that's fine. I'll just cut it off now. Okay, now just carry on cutting out all the pencil lines. Just take your time with a knife. The washi tape is quite easy to cut. Be careful not to cut the page. Okay, now I need to do the face. I will use it this way. Cut it out again. Okay, for the back half of the orca whale, I'm going to use this black washi tape. I think they blend in quite nice without any paint, so I'm happy with this choice. Again, I'm sketching out the whale in the background so I can cut it out easily. You can see the pencil. I'll cut it out carefully. Using the knife to pry up the cut areas makes it easier to pickle. Okay, one more piece for the tail end. Same thing, pencil lines so I know where to cut, then cut it out. Now I'm going to use my pen to outline any spaces that I feel need some definition. It's really coming together now. So this tape I'm gonna use in the bottom left corner. I just want a few layers, and then you can use a different washi tape to add accents. So I'm just gonna add a small piece here. Now for the top corner I'm gonna use this one with a space pattern. It's really nice and shiny, and I go here. I'll put a few big pieces at the top. Now I'm gonna create a wavy shape out of these pieces. Just pencil out where I want the cuts to be. And then just cut them out. With this satin here, I'm gonna cut out the shape so it looks like this. Now some little stars with a black pen, some white dots like before, and then also some gold highlights and accents. Now I'm gonna do the same thing on the whale with the white dots to make it look more like a galaxy. and it makes it look much more cohesive. Now let's add some watercolor like we did for the butterfly. We just blend in the ochre into the galaxy, make it look as it's all one piece of artwork. Splashes always help. I added some gold too, as you can see, and this is finished. Now let's do another ochre, because why not? I've already sketched it out, and this time it's gonna be a bit different because I'm gonna paint the whole whale and there's not gonna be any tape on him. So I'm blending blues and black using wet on wet technique, and add white splashes for another galaxy look. Now I feel like I want to darken up this area, so I use my pen for this. And now with this tape, I'm gonna choose some nice areas that I like. So I quite like this yellow bird, so I'm gonna cut out the yellow bird and use it as a normal sticker. Okay, so I'm gonna put it here, almost like flying above the whale. I also like this blue flower section, so I'll cut out a big section here. Now this washi tape actually has a backing to it, so you can move it around the way you want. You see how I move the bird? So you just peel off the back to stick them down. This is great to make sure where you want them, though sometimes it's hard to peel the back off. It can work great for situations like this, where you want to cut out a certain part of the tape. Okay, this is a normal washi tape with no backing. I'm going to use it at the bottom here. I quite like this one, so I wanted to add it. And now this one is a washi tape with the backing on it again. So as you can see, I can slide it around and check where I want it to be first. Peel it off here like this. And I'll add a few more strips above. Okay, now we need some paint. And I'm just doing the same thing as before, blending in the washi tape into the page with some splashes here and there. Now we're going to use some of the flowers from the beginning. And I'm going to cut out overlapping sections on the whale. And then we're gonna do the same with the top, adding some colors to tie everything together. This is silver metallic paint. You have to mix it well with water to get the nice color. And again, let's add a quote, because I think it makes the washi tape art look nice. Okay, so that's it, all done. I hope you learned something new, and if you want to find out a lot more about washi tape, I have a book for sale on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below. Thank you so much if you made it this far, and also a big thank you to everyone on Patreon. I'll put these as printables on Patreon in case you want to use them as an artwork. See you in the next video!